yodelay-o, yodelay-ho, yodelay-ho. What do you do in the evening when you don't know what to do? Read a book, play a game, every night is just the same. What do you say if I tell you how to keep from feeling blue? My advice is good to take and it's easier to do. When you're all you got to do.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the stream. We have Kelly. She is live at Six Flags. There's Kaylee.
Yep.
Special guest, yes. It is not an accident. There is actually a reason we're live.
Yes, and I'm wearing a mask in an amusement park, so I had to eat crow today because I said this would never happen. But it is only 74 degrees and overcast. So, and this little girl has a habit of getting me to do things that I would never normally do. No, let go. So, let's do this. We have noticed some markers on the ground, but this is a pass holder only day, preview day. So we had to do reservations. And so far, it looks like there's really very, very few people here. So we're coming through here for our temperature screening.
Now, what's this Six Flags actually called? Is it over Georgia?
Over Georgia.
Okay. All right.
Six Flags over Georgia. All right. Keep the backpack on. Is that temperature? Thank you. Welcome back. Sorry. Okay, so we already have a hang up. I knew this was going to happen. All right. Y'all bear with me. Can I put it in here? I'm on the paper. Can't take it all there. Hey.
I'm gonna mute her audio so we don't hear. You're fine. You're muted. Hello. You ready for a fun day? Yeah. We'll be back with you guys in a moment. She's dealing with some security situations. Well, there's a lot of stuff out there anyway, isn't there?
Yeah, apparently they've changed the rule. Now, what that has to do with COVID-19, I don't know.
What was their issue? The backpack?
No, the selfie stick, which I really didn't need, but since it is not a outlawed item at Six Flags Over Georgia, I said, well, I'll go ahead and pull it out and use it. So that came out to bite me. I'm trying to find out if there's a place anywhere up here I can leave it, come back later. Here, talk to him for just a second.
Hi, Kaylee.
Hi.
Everybody's watching you, so you can say hello if you want.
Okay. Hello. You have to take his back.
Yeah.
You see him?
Yeah. You know what's interesting, Mark, is the her video is gigantic compared to the one that you when you do yours.
Okay, so small turn of events. It's been like this all day. To be honest with you, we hit Atlanta 3 different wrecks, which put us an hour and 10 minutes late getting here.
Jeez.
Yeah. And I have bad road rage. But there's nothing like a mad 5-year-old that wants you to go.
Well, at least the coasters sound fun.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
The coasters sound fun.
Yeah,
All the
they
roaring.
are fun. That one is my favorite here. Goliath is a B&M. It's kind of a mini version of Mako. It was gigantic when it was first built, but they've continued to build bigger and better every year.
Yeah.
But it's my favorite at this park.
And so, did you have to have a reservation for this, or was it just as long as you had a pass?
No, you had to have a pass, and then you had to go on and make reservations. And we just happened to be in the car on the way back from Gatlinburg that day, so I caught the email right as it came out because they were gone in a matter of an hour. But I don't know how many people that equates to. So
Everybody thought I went live on accident because we didn't announce anything because we weren't sure if you were actually going to be going or not.
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't even know if I was going or not. I was trying to sneak one by Kaylee. She was not having that this morning. She heard me and Pat talk about it yesterday, so as soon as I got up, she was already up and ready. She's like, we ready to go? I'm like, the zoo? No, Mama. She's too smart for her own good.
So they wouldn't let you like check that at the guest services or anything?
Nope. They let me check it in the trash can.
Come on, Six Flags, get it together.
That's what I said. I said, this is great advertisement for them. Easy to do business with.
Yeah.
It was really weird getting here, though. This is something else. They have a back parking lot that we always park in, and the GPS even takes us there. They didn't put any signage up, and the whole parking lot is closed. So once you get back on the interstate, there's no other exit for the main. You have to be coming the other way. So I had to go all the way down like 5 exits, turn around, come back up. It's just kind of been kind of a messy day.
Huh. What kind of phone are you using? I'm assuming it's probably an Android.
It's a Pixel.
Okay, yeah.
Google Pixel.
All right. Just verifying.
I'm trying to think of some other stuff I can talk about today while we're doing this boring hike.
This is the struggle with this live streaming business you got to have stuff to talk about.
Well, I would have just thrown it in the trash can, but the old lady, as we lovingly refer to her.
Oh yeah, the old lady.
She's the one that gave it to me, and I just
yeah, there's no sense in wasting something over a dumb policy.
Yeah. We're almost back. So I will show you the old parking booth. They have changed the rule this year. You can't get in and pay for parking. You have to prepay everything. Now, pass members get free parking, so we had it on our pass, but they're trying to go completely cashless. So I'm not really sure. I don't know how that's going to work as far as drinks and food. We have the sports bottle, but I've gotten conflicting information that they're not going to let you even use it this year. So they're going to give you like fresh cup every time.
Yeah. What'd you say the temperature was right now?
It's supposed to be 74, but it's really humid. You can see on the ground as it rained. So the humidity is crazy high.
Okay. Well, Tiffany asked, so it's 74. Which for Georgia right now, that's pretty impressive.
That's really, really impressive, but it is really humid. And that's why I've always said I didn't want to go to Disney and wear a mask because I know my limits.
Yeah.
It's hot. It's already hot, but
Well, I've seen a few like of the thin neck gaiter mask things. They look like they wouldn't be too bad, but I feel like it would take up too much and block too much air.
yeah, that's how I feel too. And even Tim was talking about having one, and he ended up taking it off. Where was he? I think it was SeaWorld.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, SeaWorld. He was comparing how it worked on the rides, and he admitted it was a lot cooler with these cheap paper masks. Now, of course, they don't have any of the filters or any of that, but
Yeah.
I haven't made it any big secret that I'm not really a big supporter of them to begin with, so I'm not worried about it.
As long as it's there, then that's all that matters.
That's right. And I'm doing my part. I'm not fighting them over a mask. That's just stupid. You're not going to win that battle. All right. Hi, guys.
Was she saying hi to us? I don't know if she was talking to us or not.
She thought we were leaving. We're not leaving, baby.
She's like, this was it. That was the day.
No. Leave the camera. No, not the camera, baby. Just the stick. We're good now. All right. Sorry, y'all. Live stuff. You never know what's going to happen.
Nothing like a little extra exercise in one day.
Yeah. That's the bad part about this park, too. Pat will tell you he hates this park. This park the only other park I've ever been in that's more hilly is Six Flags Magic Mountain. There are so many hills in this park, and it's a blacktop, so it just reflects all the heat. Even when we come in October, it's not even that hot. It's hot in here.
Is it worse than Hershey Park? Because I feel like Hershey Park is just a continually uphill walk.
Well, I've never been to Hershey.
Oh, okay. Well, you may change your mind once you go to Hershey, because literally you feel like you're constantly walking up a hill at Hershey. Doesn't matter what way you're going.
What direction?
Like, you can turn around, you're walking uphill, you turn around, and all of a sudden it feels like you're walking back up the hill that you know you were just walking up. It's ridiculous.
Well, we're actually talking about going there. We want to take Kaylee, and we want to go. So that's good. Good to know.
Oh, yeah. Well, let us know. We're 45 minutes. We were just there, actually, camping.
We absolutely will. We were talking about that on the way back from Gatlinburg. So
the place we usually camp is was actually busier than the Hershey Park campground. So we're like, well, let's just go to Hershey Park for their campground, because the park's not open till like beginning of July, I think. But their campground's nice. They have nice cabins. We stayed in one of their cabins.
Yeah, you used to stay at Jellystone on the way to Gatlinburg. Isn't that the one you stayed at?
Well, we stayed at
it's not there anymore.
We never stayed in the one in Gatlinburg. When we went to Tennessee, we rent a house.
Well, there's one on the way into Gatlinburg, and I was really surprised this trip is gone now. The whole thing is gone. All right, we're almost back in there. This is the only little bit of shady area in the whole walk. You okay, Peanut?
Oh yeah, my mom said Busch Gardens Williamsburg is bad too, with hills.
Yes.
Then once you start getting further north into the mountain areas, everything is just a hill. Hills everywhere.
I think this one is just so bad because it's blacktop. Carowinds we're between the two parks. Carowinds is super flat, and it doesn't have a blacktop, so it always feels 10 to 15 degrees cooler there than here, even if it's the same temperature. All right. And all this rain earlier today has got the humidity just through the roof.
Do they have designated spots where you can take the mask off?
I don't know. That was not to be found on the website, so we will see when we get in here. I know it said, obviously, when you're eating or drinking something, bathroom. I was kind of worried about Kaylee, but she's been really good when we had to wear them at church. She wore it had no problem. So, of course, she's a lot littler. She can
Yeah.
handle the heat a lot better. How you doing? Yeah.
She's ready to
You
go.
okay?
She doesn't care.
Yeah,
She could breathe through a straw and be happy right now.
I know. She said, just get me on the rides. I don't care about the stupid mask. So back through Coaster Central here. That is the Georgia Sporcher, which is a stand-up coaster that most men that I know can't stand to ride.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of stand-up coasters in general.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of them either. That's Goliath, which again is like it used to be huge, but now it's really it's dated itself.
Yeah.
Six Flags has an odd situation here because we're so near Hartsfield International Airport that they have really, really strict height restrictions, and they cannot go any higher than that tower.
Hmm.
That's Acrophobia, which is their drop ride. And that really sucks because it limits, they can't get a real giga here.
Yeah.
It's got to be closer to 80 now. There's no way it's still 74 out here. Okay.
Yeah, Mark doesn't need help spilling his drink, that's for sure. Mark said, "What's a hill?" And my mom said, "That's where you spill your drink." He's like, I don't need help spilling the drink.
Yeah, this is definitely not going to be as exciting as Mark's Pandemic Adventures. Universal is a much busier place. As you can see, there's really, it's dead here. And again, it is season pass holder day and you had to make a reservation. I don't know what the limit of people is supposed to be, but
Yeah.
it's also set up where you could go on and designate a time and then never show up. Like we're almost 2 hours late now because of the wreck. So,
Well, did you actually officially get in, or did they just stop you entirely before you even got to present your time?
they stopped me. They stopped me at the metal detector. So we will try this again. All right. So this is normally where you buy your ticket. They have very few markings on the ground. Of all the parks I've seen so far, I will say this is definitely not surprising of Six Flags. It's really not very fancy.
Yeah, Mark said it's 80 degrees, 70% humidity.
Yeah, it's hot. It is quite hot. We're good now. Thank you.
I don't know if it's more people than we saw at SeaWorld. That time you were at SeaWorld, that entrance was crowded.
All right, I'm coming up on the entrance now.
All right.
I drove past it earlier, though, and it was, yeah, see? Nobody. Literally like a ghost town. There's somebody's in that one. There we go. Hello? So they're just doing scanning, no fingerprint now. We got stuck in really bad traffic. Okay. Oh, thank you. Some markings on the floor here. So I don't know what they did, but there was no bag check. We walked through some kind of, looked like security, but there was no bag check. So unless they've got some fancy stuff set up. Not today, thank you.
That's weird.
Especially right now in Atlanta, if you get my drift.
Yeah.
Not sure how I feel about that. My dad was freaking out because of all the stuff about them closing down the interstate lately. What, baby? Okay. going to take me that way?
What did they have for kids there? They have small coasters?
Yes, they do. Let's go. You want to go around this way so we can show them the kiddie area? Baby, you can't ride Goliath. That's what's over here. Well, that got her attention. Okay, so when you come in the park, the way we were just going is the way to Goliath and Georgia Sporter. The Mind Bender is an actual looping roller coaster that she can ride, but it's closed right now. It's closed for repair, maintenance, or I think the whole year. So far.
Oh, Mark said Disney has no more bad check also.
They've eliminated it?
Yeah, he said the rumor has it the metal detector does enough.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I guess that's the way they're going. I did see something about they're developing a new scanner that allows you to walk through with the bag, and I don't know, maybe it's like an x-ray or something.
Well, I had a Powerade in there and they didn't say anything, so score.
Well, there you go.
Nice. Yeah, I've never not seen the Twisted Cyclone out the door here. This is their newest Rocky Mountain Overlay hybrid coaster. They took it completely down year before last and rebuilt it from the ground up. But they still only had a tiny blueprint, so we were all kind of disappointed when it did get built. Taking up the same footage, but really small. So when I say it's dead here, it's really dead here. And there were people in line, and that train up there is empty. So they must be doing the periodic where they sanitize the train and run it empty.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a good thing that they're being cautious about it, so. And there's nobody there to really worry about having a line.
Right.
So.
But there were people inside the building. I can't imagine what it was going to be like when there's a lot of people in this park.
Yeah.
The glow part, yeah. So far, unlike all the videos I've seen of SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, everybody has a mask on. I haven't seen anybody maskless yet. And we're going up a mountain again.
I hear the spin doctors.
Yeah. I do not own the rights to that music.
As long as we keep it down within like a 10-second clip each time, we'll be fine.
I tried to get up there as fast as I could.
Are you on their Wi-Fi now, or are you still on your cell data?
I should be on the Wi-Fi. Let's see. Yeah, I'm on their Wi-Fi.
Okay.
But it did make me sign in again, so I'm glad you asked that question, because I might not have been. I'm trying to think of something that I can actually ride that'll let me hold the camera on it.
I think you definitely switched to their Wi-Fi now, because your audio and your video just dropped dramatically.
Sorry, Pat. Don't get on to me. The member lounge has got a line out the door, which is really weird. I used to seeing that, and they one party per bench.
Well, me being a person that doesn't like people, this is kind of what I love. Like, I want it to be like that forever.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I thoroughly enjoy the spacing and the lack of people, big time. The mask, though, it's hot.
Yeah.
And I feel like every time I breathe, I'm sucking it in my mouth. Oh, they do have, now this is funny to me. They've had to put a padlock on the sanitizing station.
Oh, jeez.
Only in Atlanta.
I think that's everywhere. Nobody with the sanitation issue. That stuff became gold.
I know, right? All the shows have been closed, and they were speculating. Pat was talking about it, but I don't think they're closed. I think it's because they didn't know when they were going to open, and nobody's been able to practice. It's so funny because I've never noticed the music being so loud in here, but I guess because there's hardly anybody in here.
Yeah.
You don't hear talking. It's just so dead.
That's how it was whenever I would leave Universal at night, like after Halloween Horror Nights, when I would get off and, you know, it's like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and they still have people like we're waiting in line to get through the houses and stuff.
Yeah.
It would be so quiet, and like the music was just blaring because there was no like people noise, just the ambiance of what they put out. And it's crazy how actual loud it is.
Yeah, baby, you can go on it. Kaylee wants to go on a ride, so if y'all don't mind.
All right.
She's at that age where she'll ride looping roller coasters and then still want to ride this.
Those are fun. I love those. I just don't fit in them anymore. They're too small.
Yeah. Especially this one. This one is like teeny tiny booties. Hey. I love acrophobia, and I asked her if she'd be okay standing at the exit. But I don't, she's old enough. I know she's not going to go off with anybody. And I mean, she's smart as a whip, but I still don't. Depends on how crowded it is.
Yeah.
You can see her the whole time. It's just a drop tower, but it still makes me, you just don't ever know.
Well, last year when we went to Hershey was the first time that I was like, I let them go on the roller coaster like by themselves. They literally did the entire line themselves and everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking, but they did fine. They were gone for like an hour and a half because the line was longer than hell, but
You want me to help her? You got her? She's so short she couldn't get up in the seat. Yeah, I send her through the mine train ride here by herself. I can ride it, but it was here from when the park was built, which I'm trying to think. I think it was built in 69 or 70. And it's an original old-fashioned mine train ride, so the seats are tiny and the leg room is non-existent. And we can ride on it, but I always end up with major bruises on my knees because there's just no room. Interesting fact, my mom and dad got married in 69, and they actually used to live about a mile from here. And I still have them. I just have to find them. They have the first and second season passes that this park ever issued.
Nice.
So they used to come. I guess that's where I get my love. They used to come after work almost every day. Look, there she goes.
Only one on the ride.
Yep. It's seriously, I've never seen the children's area like this. And I was kind of hesitant that they would even be open because it being so slow. I didn't even know if they've had the kids area open. They have some rides closed, but
yeah. My mom, whenever she takes the kids to Busch Garden, she's like, they run the whole park themselves. They just go off and do their own thing. They have cell phones, so now they're like connected all the time.
Yeah. You know, Pat laughs. I grew up in a little bit different era than he did. When I was about 12, wrong way, baby. We would go. Okay. We'd go to Gatlinburg, and Dollywood had just bought out. It used to be Silver Dollar City. So we're talking 86, 87. So I was 10 or 11 years old, and the trolley would come right through our campground in Pigeon Forge. No cell phone. My parents at 10 and 11 years old would give me money, put me on that trolley, and send me to Dollywood for the day. Do their own thing, and then I'd come back at like 11 o'clock at night. No way in the world this day and age could you ever do something like that. But
yeah, I was like, I had my own freedom. Whenever we'd go to the theme parks, I would go off on my own.
I just can't imagine taking your child and putting them on a trolley car and just sending them.
Yeah, no, definitely, they're definitely not traveling on their own.
Yeah.
That'd be
No.
like the equivalent of putting them in an Uber right now.
This way, Kaylee. All right. She wants to ride the Joker, so we're gonna see how
Well,
this is gonna work.
Anytime you gotta go, we can end it. I mean, it's entirely up to you. I know holding the phone sideways and out is a pain.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I turning it all sideways?
No, you're fine. I mean, like holding it horizontally. Are you holding it horizontally or?
I am, but I'm used to it. Pat yells. For 17 years, he's yelled at me about taking videos portrait mode. So
Yeah.
this queue line is always packed. I have never seen it not packed.
That's crazy.
That gives an idea how many people are not here today.
Now, what is this ride? Is this a coaster?
It is. It's called the Joker. It's about like Shamu at SeaWorld was. I think it's called Grover's Boxcar at Busch Gardens.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like your kid's first coaster.
Yeah. All right. So like Flight of the Hippogriff now or whatever.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I am here with a 5-year-old, so I can't go take any video on Goliath or anything.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if they let you stream it on the phone.
I will try.
It'll be our first official roller coaster on this stream.
Oh, will this be the first one?
Yep. Mark rode the train at Universal, but
Yeah, I caught that.
yeah, that's it. No roller coasters.
Yeah, we can do that after this.
Yeah, Mark, Flying Unicorn. That's what it was. That's what I was trying to think of.
I'm sorry, I keep having to pull it close because it's loud and I'm having a hard time hearing.
Oh, you're fine. I was talking to Mark. He said the Flying Unicorn. That's what it used to
Oh, I
be.
missed that one.
Yeah.
The unicorn, it's not the hippogriff, right?
Now it is, yeah. It used to be the Flying
The
Unicorn.
unicorn, yeah. I remember that. I miss Dueling Dragons.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Now everything is just Harry Potter.
Yep. The Wonder Woman ride down there, it's a glider ride. And I'm not ashamed to say that long before Kaylee was born, when I used to do coasting for kids and we did the marathon event at Carowinds, all the adults would take over the gliders and just go crazy on them. Because if you time it just right, you can send those things so high. And of course, we'd always get yelled at to stop popping the tail. But I still like that ride. Have you ever ridden the gliders?
Hey, Jessica. No, I have not.
Kaylee loves it. Pat can't do it because it goes around in a circle. All right, so we are doing every other row. It's wherever they put us, baby. I don't want to wait. Not like it's a 2-hour wait or anything, but man, this trip here was no joke though. It normally takes 2 hours. It took 3 hours and 15. I think 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Hmm.
We just kept hitting different wrecks on I-20. Ow! All right. They are wiping down each seat between runs.
Okay.
I just can't fathom how long that they're going to be able to continue that though, because this park especially is notorious for not employing enough staff.
Yeah.
And Six Flags doesn't have the kind of fundage that Disney and Universal have. So it'll be interesting to see how long this keeps up.
Mark said he doesn't want to wait in this 18-second line.
Do what?
Mark doesn't want to wait in this 18-second line.
I know. I really don't either, to be honest with you. But unlike Mark, I actually had an agenda somebody other than me wanted to come to the park today. So you say hey to Mark. He's on.
There's your personal call out, Mark.
She thinks Mr. Mark is so cute.
Well, yeah, I'm sure to him, to her, he's probably like 25 feet tall.
I know. Oh yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, we get to go. Thank y'all. Can I use that right there? Okay. Can I use that back in the Sure. All right, that's the deal. They closed it off, baby. All right, so they definitely have it set to where you can only sit in certain seats. They don't even have the bars for the other ones hooked. Here, hold this for me tightly.
Well, this is the first official Haunters Anonymous roller coaster ride.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna hold you on the.
As much as I would love that, I don't quite trust that.
Are you in the front?
So far, no.
Oh.
Okay. All right. I have to put the phone up, so can y'all just bear with me for a second?
Yep.
All right.
We're going for a roller coaster ride in the dark, so it's a dark ride.
I'm sorry. I had to put it up.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna mute that for a moment while they settle in. I know, Jessica. With ya. Rules is rules, you know. Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
I know.
That speaker is very loud.
I can't hear you. Give me just a second to get away from her. All right. Y'all still gonna get me.
That was
Kick me out
literally
of
what
this
I
park.
was saying. I said that speaker is very loud.
Yes, extremely loud. Extremely loud. Did you see anything?
We saw Kaylee for about 5 seconds.
Okay, so at least I get my credit, right?
Yep.
I don't think she really wanted to say anything. I saw her look at me and then look at the other girl and then look back at me and like, ma'am, you can't hold the phone on the ride. Which is crazy because I've literally recorded Kaylee on that ride no less than 10 times. Who knows? Sorry,
Well,
like you said, I heard
I'm
you
still
say dark
counting
ride.
it. It's fine.
Okay.
It counts. That was a super short ride, though.
It was. And that's why when you have to wait 2.5 hours for it, I just become the evil mom of the day because I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Not for that.
It takes
Did you
longer to get
ever-
in the car than the ride actually lasts.
Yes. Yeah, Shamu's got this one beat. I don't mind waiting a little bit for that or whatever. They've just renamed it Sesame Street something. But
Yeah.
now the glider ride would be fun.
Yeah, they have those at Hershey Park. Those are awesome.
Yes. That's one of our favorites. When you get ready for me to end this, just let me know. Because I really have nothing better to do today.
Well,
We'll go over there next.
we'll let it go for a little bit until you have to get on your next ride.
Okay.
I think the gliders at
All right,
Hershey
all
Park
right.
are actually bigger.
Yeah, the one that's at Carowinds, I think, is a little bit bigger too. But I've noticed the older ones seem to be bigger than the newer ones I've seen. And it's probably due to the fact that there are a lot of adults that get on there and do things they're really not supposed to do to make the cars go crazy.
Yeah. Oh, people go nuts on the ones at Hershey Park
Yeah.
because they go right over like where everybody stands too. So it's crazy.
It's fun though. If you do it the right way, I mean, you can get some serious air on there. She does like this one. This one's called Superman.
Oh yeah, those are the best.
I'll probably have a hard time getting her to move on. She usually wants to ride it several times, and for once, there's not another kid in the line. So, and I only see one set of feet on the ride now.
Well, you got to get it in while you can.
Yeah. So, let's see. I noticed the stores now have enter and exit signs. Specific side.
That's weird. Because grocery stores now, our grocery store got rid of their entry and exit sign.
Did they?
Yeah. I guess they probably have to deal with a higher volume in a smaller amount of time, though.
Probably. And it's also crazy because you can actually feel the air in the store. Normally, you can never feel. You come in these stores and it's like just being outside, but I guess because there's really nobody here. They do have a few little markings on the floor in here too.
I miss
They
the
just
smell
fix
of
the air.
gift shops. Like the gift shop smell is something that's just.
Well, I have to say I'm not really picking up on it that much, but it could be because of this,
Yeah.
maybe. But you're right. There is usually a very specific aroma.
Like the Universal store. Oh my goodness. I want that candle scent.
If anybody's asking any questions, I can't see because of the glare, but
They're mostly comments. Mostly,
Okay.
Mark said that you can bring headphones, and then you can just put one in your ear, and it'll help you with the live stream
oh, that's brilliant.
for the next one that you do.
Yeah. I'm going to be at Carowinds when they open. That's my favorite local park, but Cedar Fair is yet to make any announcements. So,
Yeah, well, hopefully they'll do Scarowinds so we can get a live feed from there too.
we would absolutely do that. Pat would love nothing more. I will not hear from him all night. He'll be glued to the phone. Yeah, that'll be fun. I haven't heard about, of course, the Six Flags event is not anything compared to Scarowinds, but they do Fright Night, Fright Fest. They do Fright Fest, but honestly, we haven't even come the last 3 or 4 years. The last time we came, Michael Dawson met us up here and we all went to Netherworld. And then the next morning we ate breakfast at Waffle House. He went home and we came here to do Fright Fest. That's probably been 5 years. No, I didn't even have Kaylee. Shit, 6 years, 7 years. Shoot, 6 years, 7 years.
Yeah.
Forget it's not after dark, is it?
Well, it's fine. Yeah, Mark
Yeah.
learned his lesson real quick about bringing headphones when me and Mike were yelling stuff at people as he walked by them.
That was hilarious, though. That was so funny. I was cracking up watching that. All right. The place, I've really never seen it this dead, ever. So
It seems like a cool experience. I mean, once you can deal with the mask, it looks like it'd be fun.
Yeah. We're only going to stay a little while. The other part of this, we have we lost 2 of our dogs last year. They were really, really old. And I've wanted another dog because Buggy is blind and deaf. And I mean, Kaylee can't play with that dog at all.
Yeah.
So we've been looking at a certain breed of dog. And there's a lady that happens to be 34 minutes from Six Flags that has puppies right now. So.
Oh boy.
There's always a second reason. Otherwise, I probably would not have come today. But we're meeting her at 7:00 tonight at her house to look at the puppy litter. So figure to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Well, hopefully Pat's not watching right now and is
He
actually
knows.
working. Oh, does he?
He actually knows. He gave me the clear to get not from the same litter, but he was like, "Well, go ahead and get one, and then we'll find another litter of the same kind, and then we can breed them, and we can start having puppies." And I'm like, first of all, you're not. What happened to you? Because you didn't even want a little dog ever when we first met. And secondly, I'm not trying to be about that life. Although you can make some money off of it, but it's a lot of work. I just want a dog for Kaylee to have to grow up with.
Yeah.
All right. Well, unless it's probably going to take a good 10 to 20 minutes to get to some other cool areas of the park since we came straight to the Kitty Land. They do have a DC Comics Hall of Justice ride here, which is like...
It's a dark ride, right?
It is. It's like Spider-Man. It's got the screens that flip. I guess you wear the glasses. I'm anxious to see. It's still open and it's not going to function properly without them. So I guess they're just sanitizing between uses. And you shoot all the characters. And it's actually amazing for Six Flags. Definitely our favorite ride in the park that's not a roller coaster. And I was blown away the first time we rode it. We'll actually wait like an hour to ride that ride without question because it's actually a really good ride. And last year she hit the height requirements and she's tall enough to ride now. So it's probably where we're headed, but it's going to take at least 20 minutes to get over there.
Yeah.
Straight up the side of the mountain.
Well, I saw that ride at IAAPA when they like revealed all the technology behind it. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's actually really, really awesome for a Six Flags park. I was just blown away. Oh, there she is.
Oh, I think I can hear her yelling.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's her. She gets it honest. She's at an age now that's fun because she can do, she can't do Goliath or Fury or, Mako, but she can do the intermediate coasters. So we go to Busch Gardens, she can ride Cobra's Curse and Scorpion, and she wants to ride the bigger stuff. So I know when she gets that age, she's not going to be scared of it. Still here.
Yep.
All right. Well, I don't want to overboard y'all because I know this is probably not the most riveting video.
Well, it was very informative and cool to see. I mean, it's always, we enjoy doing this stuff where we can show people things that not everybody can go to.
Well, I enjoyed doing it. Thank you for, I didn't even think about it when Pat sent you a message last night. I'm like, well, so thank you for letting me do it. I wish I could show you more of the coolness of the park, but I did promise her she could do some of the kids stuff, and she ran straight this way. Superman is their flying coaster, and if you haven't watched a video of it, do so, because it has got an element in it. The only other flying coaster I've ever ridden that even comes close is Tatsuwa at Magic Mountain. You go into it one direction, and then you take the loop. You like flip right as you go into the loop, and then you do the loop from the outside instead of the inside.
Oh yeah.
And it is it's insane because you come out in a totally different position, and you expect to go in the loop, but you're going over the loop, and nothing ever gets to me. Like nothing ever takes my stomach, but every single time I ride, that part takes my stomach. So I enjoy that because nothing else does that. Well, we're gonna go the other way. Go up on top of the mountain. We'll come back. It's slow enough.
Well, if she wants to say bye, she can say bye, and then we'll go
All right.
ahead and end.
We'll come back over. You want to tell them bye?
All right,
Got pictures
bye.
off?
Have a good day. Thank you.
You too. Y'all have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, see ya.
Bye from Six Flags over Georgia.
See ya. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right, everyone. That's our adventure. Thanks for hanging out, and we will see you guys on Wednesday. So have a good day.